What's going on, you guys? Dane here, and it's time for another moment with the mayor. We took a short break from making these videos, but we're back now, and we're looking forward to highlighting all of the good things that are happening around the city of Pascagoula. And that's what this video is for, is to share some of what we've accomplished over the last 2.5 years as we approach the end of 2019. Behind me here, you'll see some examples of the funding that we have brought into the Pascagoula area during this administration. We've also been able to lay the foundation for a better Pascagoula in several ways. It was one of the interesting things that I had during the campaign when running for election was a number of things people wanted me to accomplish from the business community, and some of the concerned citizens was to fix the EPA problem, the Superfund project that was out at Old Mississippi Phosphates. We did that. It took us a while, but we got it done. That was the first injections of funds that we had in the city, and we leveraged our relationship with the administration, helped from Senator Cochran, and we got it put on the Superfund project site. We got it moved to the top, and then we got it completely funded. So I'm very proud of that, and that project will be completed about 1.5 years left on that. Another main important project that we had was using some old leftover Katrina funds that we discovered, and we went to Governor Bryan and we asked him if he would donate that money to us so we could build new infrastructure for Ingalls Access Road. That'll be from Market Street all the way down to the eastbound gate. We discovered and made a plan to correct a huge deficit we had. We segregated accounts and right-sized the government, kept our promise to lower taxes as we got out of this hole. The second biggest thing was the citizens wanted me to pave Market Street when I was elected. So thanks to our partnership with Jackson County, next week we'll announce the traffic signal project, which was another thing they asked me to do, was pave Market Street and fix the red lights. So the Market Street's paved and the red lights will be coming. We recently announced a new off-ramp into River Park to kick off some development on Lowry Island. I went to Secretary Hoseman and said, we've got a really nice park down there, but we don't have any way to get to it. So with that, he was able to dig into some titling funds, and he gave us $1.5 million. So we should do the announcement in the next week or so on the new off-ramp. So you will go, if you're heading west on Highway 90 and you cross the bridge, as soon as you get to Ingalls Access Road, you'll exit off like you're going to Ingalls, but you'll loop back around and it'll take you straight to the River Park. So thank you, Secretary Hoseman, for helping us get that done. Last week we announced some upcoming improvements to Lighthouse Park, thanks to acquiring some titling funds from the Secretary of State's office. Again, we were able to use some funds that were there to upgrade all of Lighthouse Park through those funds. So those are improvements that we'll have shortly. You'll see those improvements happen in the city. People are going to be working and getting that stuff done pretty quick. So we got the money, we're ready to roll. As soon as weather permits, we're going to be out there doing that. We have improved the city's recreational areas, improving drainage and lighting at the soccer complex. We partnered with Pascagoula Pride to bring new entrances to Beach Park, and the new baseball and softball sports complex is on target for the spring of 2020's first pitch. They're not going out east. We brought them in. This council brought them back into the city where we can drive business to the city. So we certainly didn't want to put them out there by a Superfund site. We brought them back into the city where they belong, downtown, and we're driving business, so they'll stay here at our hotels. We also announced a partnership with county supervisors to restore passenger rail service to Jackson County. It's going to make Pascagoula the only stop in the whole county. So we're very proud of that. Today we have more homes over $200,000 under construction now than in the last decade. We've seen over $230 million in private investment come to the city to provide more jobs and increase our tax base. We have taken on homeless issues, housing over 40 individuals through our SCORE program and open door partnership. And we are working to improve on the next phase, and that's going to be cleaning up all those areas. Eyesores and blighted properties have been brought before the council and addressed by code enforcement at a record rate, probably the largest cleanup that they've had of blighted properties since well before Katrina. The city, we're improving those opportunities for future investments. We'll get them, clean them up, and we get them out so they can get back on the tax rolls. We are also in discussions with a number of investors to bring a big box retailers, a group of retailers out on Highway 90. Several new restaurants coming, largely because they see Pascagoula and this administration has been pro-business and willing to cut through all that red tape to make things happen for the city. So if discussions go as planned, you'll see more about that in the near future. And finally, our police department has been recertified and nationally accredited, while our fire department has helped reduce our fire rating, which of course lowers our interest rates, our insurance rates. We can't forget to mention the beautiful new courtyards at the city dock project happening over on the riverfront. And I want to say a special thank you to PRA because they really have invested in that project, but a real shout out to Main Street Pascagoula. Those guys allow us to continue to do the favorite community events like Third Friday, Battle on Buffett Beach, and Downtown for the Holidays. We couldn't do it without them. That's probably one of the best decisions I ever made, was to bring Main Street back into the city. So guys, that's just a quick summary of a few things that we have, we're making happen here in Pascagoula. There's so much more I could highlight, but just know this: the city is poised for progress through the efforts of this council and this administration. And to each one of you who speak positive about Pascagoula and help us sell our city every day. You know, it takes each and every one of us working together to think Pascagoula first and get away from those negative voices that seek to divide us. And guys, let me tell you, I've met with investors who said, you know, what's wrong with the people down there? They just talk so bad about you on social media. They talk so bad about the city. They hear that. A lot of people don't want to come because of that. So next time you see some folks out there doing that and putting the city down, step up and say, this affects your home. Together we'll continue to see Pascagoula rise, and you know, we'll all be Pascagoula proud for years. Thanks for joining me for this moment with the mayor, and we'll see you next time. Have a great week.